Every drink has a story. Every shift has a moment that sticks with you. Good, bad, or completely insane, behind the laughter, the chaos, and the clinking of the glasses, that's where the real stories live. This is Bartender Bangaz, where we pour out the truth straight. No chaser. Yo, what's up, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Bartender Bangaz, where the drinks are strong, the conversations are wild, and the stories this week, they're going to be unholy. I'm your host, Mark the Shark, a.k.a. Schmark, and today we are joined by the most requested guest we've had so far, Bayshore's finest bartender, LBJ, Little Baby Jesus. Let's give it up for him. Welcome to the podcast.
Appreciate you guys.
My brother.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, man.
Thank you for having me on the show, man. As soon as you hit me up, I was like, yo, let's go. Like, you know?
Everybody's been asking for you. I'm telling you, the people want LBJ.
It's funny because in the comments, people will always fuck with me. So people were like, oh, you only got added on Bartender Bangaz twice. You must not be as popular as you say. And I've never claimed to be the most popular or anything like that. But it was funny when you said that I was the most requested. Because I was getting shit in my comments saying like, oh, you only got added twice underneath the original post, whatever you posted for.
Anybody I tell about this podcast, they're like, you got to have Little Baby Jesus. Like, you got to have him. You got to have him. I'm like, definitely, you know. He's one of the most ridiculous people.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you thinking about me.
Hell yeah, man. So let's get started. Like, tell the people, where did you get your name from?
So funny, everybody asks me that. Everyone's like, yo, Little Baby Jesus. Everyone, when I tell them I'm LBJ, more people know me as LBJ than my actual name. So like half the time I've known people for years. And they'd be like, because a lot of people from the bar, you're not my close friends.
Right.
And they'd be like, what is your actual name? And my actual name is Ryan, but I got this nickname years ago. And to be completely honest with you, like, I prefer being called LBJ or Little Baby Jesus as opposed to Ryan. When people call me Ryan, I feel like it's more like I'm in trouble or something. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say that.
So the way I got it was years ago, I used to do the whole Fire Island Flynn's Sundays.
Yep.
From Flynn's, we would take the Tommy shuttle to Bulldog in Amityville. I'm not sure if you remember that.
Of course,
place.
yeah.
They would have their lifeguard night. So we go see Jay and Phil over there, the bartenders. Teddy would be the bouncer. I'm sure you know Teddy's a fire.
Of course, shout out Teddy.
Yeah, I love Teddy. And it would be a free-for-all. They let me do whatever I wanted. And, you know, I would end up ripping my clothes off. I'd be half naked dancing on the bar. And at that time, I was just starting to get tattoos, right, when I'm 21. So one of my tattoos I got was like a fucking horrible cover-up of a cover-up, was a huge cross on my back. You know, it was like around the time that, like, Tupac had a cross on his back, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I got a huge cross on my back. So I would be drunk, naked on the bar, half naked on the bar, and I'd be mumbling. And I still do this to this day. If I'm drunk, you catch me on a drunk day, I mumble. You can't hear what I'm saying. And they're like, yo, like you got this huge cross in your back, you're fucking moving around, you're talking like a baby, like you're like Little Baby Jesus. And just one person said it. And then after that, it just picked up. Like, and ever since then, it's just LBJ, Little Baby Jesus, you know, like.
Just caught on.
Yeah. Like, I'm always a firm believer in you can't pick your nickname. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has to be.
It wasn't like I was like, oh, you're going to call me Little Baby Jesus today. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's where it started at the Bulldog, you know?
Yeah, and when a nickname fits, it kind of just sticks with you. You can't shake it at this point.
I can't knock it, you know?
For sure. And so where have you worked? You've been around town. Shoot us your credentials. Like I know you've worked at a lot of bars all around, everywhere. Go through the beginning.
From day one, from when I got my working papers to present day, I've always been in hospitality. I've always been in the service industry. My first job was bussing tables at Captain Bill's. You know, from Captain Bill's, I moved on to Babylon, served at a couple places that aren't there anymore. Pronto, got a job over at Mary Carroll's bar backing. From Mary Carroll's, the bar backing job turned into a bartending job. Stayed at Mary Carroll's for 12 years. Damn. Left after 12 years, moved down south to New Orleans, bartended at a couple bars down there. I had a couple shitty jobs when I first got there. Ended up working at a dope gay bar, worked at this other like college bar, loosely retired surfers bar. Came back for a job opportunity, linked up with the guys over at Sayville Athletic Club. That time I was working in Huntington at McEwen's, which is the old Mary Carroll's.
Okay.
And I also did a Sunday nights over at Dark Horse when I came home in Farmingdale. And Cortland, Monday nights, I started the karaoke night there. That's now like the best karaoke night in Bayshore, you know what I'm saying? Before they did like the redo. And now I'm here at Napper Tandy's, like going on 7 years, I believe.
Yeah, so you've really been around.
Yeah.
I'm sure through all that time you've got some crazy, crazy stories to bless us with right now.
Dude, I mean.
Dude. Oh, man, I'm excited to
When
get
you
into
hit me
this.
up and you talked about like the different stories, I just like had to sit back for a second and like think like now like I started bartending when I was 21. I'm 41 now, so I'm 20 years in. Plus, you know, the bullshit that I did, you know, prior to that. You know what I'm saying? So there are a lot of stories, you know.
And you have that personality. You make the stories happen. You know, like a lot of them. Yeah. And then, so now you're working at Napper's, right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe this place to the people?
So that's what I was kind of like explaining to you earlier today was, you know, we're upstairs now in the catering room. A lot of people don't even know this room even exists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we do a lot of catering. We do anything from, you know, weddings, sweet 16s. We've done divorce parties. We've done midget wrestling up here.
Yes.
You know, Napper's is also a restaurant. Downstairs, a lot of people come on Fridays and Saturdays when it's like club night. Like after 10 o'clock, we do the DJ and stuff like that.
Right.
So if anyone comes here during the day, you'd be surprised at all the people like, oh, you guys actually have like steak and shrimp, like entrees? And like, yeah, we do full dinner service. Like, you know, like full dinner service. And so it's like a different mixture of things. The stigma is club though, you know, which Friday and Saturdays are. But for the most part, like if you wanted to book a party, any type of party, like we've done it. You know, you could do it upstairs, you could do it downstairs, and come for the food. The food is great. Like like I tell people all the time, like what should I get on the food menu? If you ever see seafood on our specials, and we do daily specials each week, get it. Like it's fresh, never frozen, delicious. You know.
Okay. Yeah. And up here, like this catering room is nice. I could see you guys probably host some weddings and whatever up here.
We've done 150-person weddings up here, you know?
Yeah.
We've done what's it called? The male entertainment dancing, you know what I'm saying? Like the Channing Tatum, what movies?
Like Magic Mike?
Yeah, Magic Mike.
Thing?
We've done like those guys up here too, like, you know, like ladies' night with them. We've done the midget wrestling. Midget wrestling's probably my favorite shift to work every single year.
You guys do it once a year?
Once a year. It's usually like the second or first week in June on a Monday night. And we set up a ring. We take all the tables out. It's just chairs and it's just pandemonium. Midgets jumping off the bar into the ring. Like the whole crowd's involved.
I got to be here this year.
It's a good time.
I got to come to that. That sounds like my kind of party. So you're bartending. You know, when you're on shift, a lot of bartenders can't drink. I don't know. Do you drink on shift? Or?
I don't drink on shift.
Don't drink on shift.
For the people that know me and have seen me outside of work on my off days, you'll completely understand why I don't drink on shift. Like and also I don't want to mix business and pleasure. And
smart.
One of the things I always say is I always want to be, when you're behind the bar, you're kind of like leading the show.
Yep.
You're on the stage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're setting the tone for the night. Somebody hands me a $100 bill, or somebody hands me a 20 and claims that I gave him a $100 bill. I didn't drink behind that bar.
Yeah.
That person's drinking. I want to be on my P's and Q's, and I want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like sometimes people get lost in the sauce behind there, and they kind of just fall apart behind the bar. Like people laugh at me because they're like, you're a completely different person outside work than inside work. But when I'm behind that bar, it's like my office. Like I'm on job. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not all fun and games. Like, I'll joke around with you, but at the end of the day, my job is to put money in that register. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Outside work, it's a completely different ball game. Right? You know, like, so I feel like a lot of times, because I'm here so much and I'm behind the bar so much, that maybe like on my off days, like I let loose and I let off all that steam. You know what I'm saying?
Get the drinking
all my
and
shit.
then,
I get all my shift drinks all in one, you know, Sunday fun day.
So you don't drink on shift, which I'm sure the bar owners and the managers appreciate, right? You're on your P's and Q's, but you get off, you're a party guy. You can drink with the best of them.
Yeah.
What do you like to drink?
So I have two favorite drinks, and anybody at Sweet Jane over there will tell you my two favorite drinks. I come in, I sit down. I'm either going to do a daiquiri, traditional daiquiri,
Yep.
rum, simple syrup, lime juice, or my favorite, which is a sidecar. Cognac, a little bit of orange liqueur, and lemon juice. I say if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I believe that, and with bartending and cocktails, everything derives itself from the 3 ingredient cocktails. You know what I'm saying? Your basic old fashions, your Manhattan, stuff like that. So I love a good sidecar, a good Henny sidecar.
And so you have made us something to try right here.
Yeah.
Let's give these a shot.
I love a sugar rim too. So.
LBJ's favorite drink.
Cheers. Over the
My
mic.
brother. Let's go. And I'm a Henny drinker, so.
I know, I see the videos. You're just doing it straight out the bottle though, right?
Yeah, but this is tasty right here. Oh, wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Good luck. Sweet Jane, I'm coming in for sidecar.
Yeah, make a great one over there.
Yeah, that's delicious. Really, I'm surprised I don't know that. I've heard of it, but I never had one.
Yeah, no. Also,
Delicious.
when I was living in New Orleans, one of my friends put me on to another Hennessy drink. It's a little bit more potent than this. It's called a Beautiful, and basically it's just half Hennessy, half Grand Marnier.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Next morning is not
Pure
beautiful.
cognac.
No? Yeah.
Yeah,
Next
all
morning
that sugar.
is not beautiful.
So this is your drink. This is what you drink. What's your least favorite drink? Somebody comes in and orders a drink. What's your least favorite drink to make?
My least favorite drink to make.
Mine personally would be a mojito.
Mojito, you know what's funny is mojito is my 3rd favorite drink. But I feel bad when I go to places and I order it and I just tell them, don't do the muddling thing. It tastes the same if you just shake the fucking thing, you know what it is? I don't really have a cocktail that I hate making. What I don't like is, well, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the night when everyone's hit me with waters, you know what I'm saying? I need water. That's kind of annoying. But I just don't like how people just order. You see it. I've been working for so long. People just order certain liquors because it's cool. It's like the in thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I get a lot of like crazy like reposado and like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. So it's like makes me angry making it because I'm like, well, how can you even say you like reposado if you're mixing it with Coca-Cola?
Yeah, you're not
you know what I'm
tasting
saying?
it.
You're not tasting it. You're just ordering reposado for the point of ordering reposado.
Yeah,
you know
might
what
as
I'm
well
saying?
get rack tequila.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that it's more so like that. Like, not one drink. There's not one drink that I make that it's like, I hate making this drink. You know what I'm saying? Maybe an old fashioned if I'm like 3 or 4 deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're not getting the quality old fashioned. You know.
That makes sense. Reposado's hot now.
Yeah,
Everybody's
Reposado's
drinking
hot.
Reposado.
It's crazy too. When I was thinking about it, going into doing this podcast and running back 20 years of bartending, reposado is such a in thing right now. But you know as much as I do that things come and go. You know what I'm saying? Tequila when I first started bartending wasn't like we had Jose Cuervo, the gold Jose Cuervo.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking ordered it.
Patron was like the top.
Patron was it
now
because
I
they
don't
saw
even
it in
sell
the music
Patron
videos.
anymore. Yeah.
They saw the celebrities drinking it. Then it was like Don Julio Blancos, all the Blanco tequilas.
Yeah.
Then Tito's. Tito's is like everyone's doing
Took
Tito's
over.
gluten free. Like I remember when Fireball when I first started bartending, SoCo Lime was in. Then like Fireball took over. Nobody orders Fireball anymore.
Nope.
Same thing with like the White Claws. We couldn't stock White Claws. Now it's all the Sun Cruisers and the Surfsides and everything like that.
High Noon, Neutral.
Yeah. It's funny how things like, pretty soon, a couple years from now, Reposado will be out and then something else will be
Yeah.
out.
What do you think it's going to be? What's going to be the next hot thing if you could?
I don't know. I mean, like Reposado is so popular right now. And that went from like Tito's to like Reposado. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
Or is it going to be something new that we don't even know yet?
Maybe.
If you couldn't have talked about Sun Cruiser
you could
10 years ago.
Surfsides or anything like that. Like, and even like fucking Twisted Teas were popular. And the people drinking Twisted Teas now don't even drink Twisted Teas anymore because they're drinking the Sun
That was me.
Cruisers.
I was Twisted Tea. And
I
now
was a Twisted Tea guy,
I wouldn't even touch one.
Yeah, so in that sense, it keeps you on your toes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. You know.
It's fun to see.
Yeah.
What's the weirdest drink order you've ever gotten?
Weirdest drink order. So like, I have a rule behind the bar. You order a drink from me, I'll repeat it to you and I'll ask you the drink order one time. And if you say yes, I'm gonna make that drink.
Yeah.
So recently, I think this summer, somebody actually ordered, they were hammered, but they ordered a Grey Goose and Captain Morgan. And I asked them, one time I said, do you want a shot? And they were like, no, Grey Goose and Captain Morgan. I said, so you want it mixed? And they were like, yeah. I was like, all right, that's good enough for me. Like, you know, you answered my 2 questions.
Yeah.
I made it. I turned to the bartender that I'm working next to, and I said, look at that guy. I'm like, watch that guy, because that guy is going to have the worst night he's ever had in his entire life. And he was drinking it, though. Like, you know, like.
He actually wanted it. He wasn't
actually
like
wanted
mistaken.
it, yeah.
That's crazy. And then you get a girl, like we all know that girl that comes up to the bar and she says, I want something strong, but sweet, you know, tastes good, but not too, you know.
Yeah.
What's your suggestion for them? What are you making?
It depends. Like, I give them their base liquors. I say, hey, what do you want it? You want vodka, gin, rum, tequila? And, you know, if they say vodka, I'll do something along the lines of like a Sex on the Beach, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'll throw maybe a little bit of peach schnapps. Girls love peach schnapps, you know what I'm saying? So you mix it up. That seems to be, if they say tequila, we have a really good tequila drink here. It's called the Stolen Coconut. Basically, 1800 coconut.
Yep.
Made like a margarita, triple sec, fresh lime juice. Then we put pineapple juice and cream of coconut inside of it. So it's like a margarita pina colada mix.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and they seem to like that.
So that's like your go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course, like shots. Oh, you know, white tea shot, green tea shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and
those are like hot now too. The green tea and the white tea shots.
Yep.
10 years ago were
I'm telling
barely
you,
ever around.
Like when I first started bartending, it was like SoCo and lime, and lime. Then it was just like straight fireball. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now it's the green tea. Like, I've worked at places that actually batch the green tea. I don't batch the green tea. Like, I'm just like, whatever, I'll make it. It's not hard. Because it's ordered so much. You know?
In the beginning of a shift, sometimes I'll batch a bottle, but you go through it. You got to start making it anyway.
Go through it. Yeah.
Like on a Saturday.
Because no one's gonna turn it down, especially like a female coming to the bar. They're not gonna turn that down.
And it's a great thing, like if you want to buy people shots.
Oh yeah, it's an easy shot to like give away.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of bars I know, they have like the people on the bar pouring shots in people's mouths. You know what I'm saying? Like shot o'clock.
Yeah. And then when you were first getting started as a bartender, as a rookie, what were like some of the rookie mistakes that you've made?
One of the things, and I try to tell people that just start bartending, and you could attest to this because you've been bartending a long time. Anybody who comes into the bar, it's like, oh, first of all, should I go to bartending school? Bartending school is a joke. I worked at a couple places that if you came in and you handed them a resume and it said you went to school, they would immediately throw it out. But people are so obsessed with how to make a cocktail. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's in a cocktail? What are these ingredients? You could teach a robot how to make a cocktail.
Yeah.
You can't teach a robot how to talk to somebody.
Right.
So one of the biggest mistakes that I made was focused on learning the drinks, and not necessarily learning the crowd and learning the customers.
Yeah, how to socialize.
And learning how to socialize.
Right.
And actually be the host. Because at the end of the day, you're the host to what's going on in that bar.
Yeah.
So I was like hell-bent on that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there, I'm getting in the weeds. I'm getting rushed 2, 3 deep, and I'm looking at my little cocktail book. I'm measuring things out. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, half the people that come into the bar don't even know what the fuck's in the drink. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, like if I tell the bartenders now, I said, yo, if it's electric, it's blue. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that's red in it, just make it fucking red. Throw grenadine in it, whatever you got to do.
Little cranberry.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, you could fuck up a drink and then you could just remake it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to ruin somebody's day, especially in like a club setting and everything like that. But half the people, they'll order a drink, especially younger people, and they'll say something, you know, like an old fashioned. They'll say like a drink because it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know the ingredients.
Right.
So I always thought when I first started bartending, I would get nervous because I'd be like, oh, I got to make this perfect. I'll never forget, like, one of my first shifts, someone ordered, like, a SoCo lime shot, you know? And I literally was just pouring the SoCo and the lime juice, not shaking it up and giving it to him, like, piss warm. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking back, I'm like, oh, shit, like, I'm a dick, you know?
No, that's good advice, though. Focus on, being able to talk with the people.
Yeah, especially the girls. I tell them, I said, yo, there's nothing more than a guy wants to do to come in and see, like, a cute bartender behind the bar and then order a drink, and the bartender's like, sorry, I don't know what's in that, but, you know, like, can you tell me? Like, and of course the guy's going to be like, yeah, I could definitely
Let's look it up together,
like,
yeah.
let's look it up together, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just feel like that's one of the mistakes that people always, and that's, like, a big thing, is, like, people focus on the drinks, and it's really not about the drinks, you know what I'm saying? Like, I watched a Tales of the Cocktail reel the other day, popped up on my Instagram, and the guy talks about, like, how at his bar, if somebody calls himself a mixologist, he won't hire them. He said, because, like, at the end of the day, you're not a mixologist, you're a bartender. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might know how to curate high-end cocktails, but you're there for the same service somebody who just pours a beer and a shot is there for. You know what I'm saying? You're at the end of the day, the customer's getting the same gratification. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're filling their needs. There's no difference. If you're a bartender, you're a bartender. You're not a mixologist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I always tell
people. And if you
people.
work in a cocktail bar, you might have to be more
if you work in a cocktail bar,
but
like
the majority of bars, like you're saying.
But you know, like, there's some days you want a cocktail. You know where to go.
Yeah.
Like, I know where to go. There's some days you just want
Like Sweet Jane.
Yeah,
Sweet Jane is a cocktail bar.
Magnolia's over here too. But there's some days you just want to go out and just rip fucking beers and fucking with your friends. You know what I'm saying? But bring out the Twisted Tea, slap the bag. Old school,
go.
you know? Like, yeah.
Hell yeah. Slap the fucking bag.
Bro. Remember that?
Bro, I miss those. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You probably get a lot of, like, first dates, stuff like that in here, or no?
Yeah, I do. I get a lot of weird shit.
Any fun stories you could think of like, you know, first dates? Or
I used to call my Tuesday shift Tinder Tuesdays, because a lot of people would show up on these, like, first dates. You know, a lot of awkward stuff, and that happens a lot, you know, like. And it's funny when you have those type of situations, because whoever uses the bathroom, the other person is confiding in the bartender, like, this is the worst.
It's so true.
First date I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, and you're trying to, like, talk them through it and everything like that. There's been multiple times that, like, girls have been in, like, horrible first dates, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, asking me, like, what my relationship status is. Like, are you while the guy's in the bathroom?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time this girl was on a date, and she was just like, can I have your number just in case, like, I leave and something happens to me? Like, and I really thought, like, she was, like, concerned, you know what I'm saying? Like, and half the time, like, I'm oblivious to that type of stuff. So I give her my number, and I'm like, all right, you know, because she was about to leave. And then, like, she goes to the bathroom, the guy's sitting there, and my phone starts going off. And it's all these, like, images, like, these nudies that she didn't take him in the bathroom. I guess she had her camera roll. And then she comes out and, like, acts like nothing. And now it's awkward for me, because I'm like, yo, dude, you just, like, she, like, rifled them off, like, 50. Like, and I'm just like,
oh my God.
Now, I'm looking at her, but, like, I'm like, I don't see her there. I see the picture that is so well. I'm like, yeah. Another time, there was, like, a girl and a guy sitting at the bar. This random dude just walks up to the bar and stands like in between them. And the dude, like, turns around and is like, can I help you? And he goes, yeah, you can help me. You could explain to me why you're sitting here at the bar with my wife. And I'm like, yo, like,
oh my God.
Yeah. You see some wild stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of jades me, like, in a way. And I tell people this, like, bartending is a double-edged sword, because, like, we see the worst of the worst. We see the best of the best, but we also see the worst of the worst. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell my mom works in the medical field, right? So she works over for Northwell Health. You could work with, like, let's just say Nurse Michelle, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or Dr. Joe, whatever. And you're with them from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they're walking around with their, you know, their medical coat on, their stethoscope. They're acting all professional. Now I see Nurse Michelle and I see Dr. Joe at like 11:30 on like a Wednesday night, you know what I'm saying, with their side piece, you know what I'm saying? Like
a whole different animal.
yeah, a whole different animal. So we actually get to see like the real sides of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like in that situation with the girl, is this like the kind of like makes me like believe, oh, maybe dating's not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like you see stuff like that.
That's wild though. She went to the bathroom sending you pictures.
And then comes back and is like asking the guy after she's like telling me she felt like she was in danger. Now she's asking the guy like where their next bar stop is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like where are they going next? And I was just like, I can't even take I can't even look. At that point, I wasn't even making eye contact because I was just like.
And with the guy too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for this guy.
Yeah, I do feel bad for the guy. You know.
Oh, that's great. And any like couple fights, like you know, like when the couples, we all know this as bartenders, when the couple's fighting at the bar and they're like yelling through their teeth, but like real quiet, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could see the hand motions, and it's like they're not actually yelling; they're whisper yelling. You know.
Oh, dude. So not too long ago, this is. I think going back like in October, there was like these two girls who were in a relationship, right? And I didn't know them from a hole in the wall. One comes up to the bar and she's like visibly was crying, and she was like Hispanic and she was like speaking broken English and everything like that, but she was like very worked up. I'm like, just calm down, calm down, calm down. Like, what can I get you? And she finally mouths off the drink order. Another girl comes in right after that. She kind of like looks over and everything like that. And she goes, no. She hit me. So now like I'm on high alert. You know what I'm saying? They split up. One's at one end of the bar, one's at the other end of the bar. I'm serving them. They're calm. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it gets to the point where they're sitting together now. And the one who was the aggressor, I guess, the one that she said was hitting her.
Yeah.
Is now buying the drinks and like paying her tab and they're canoodling, whatever.
Yeah.
And they close out their tab and nothing, you know? I look at my phone during this whole process and we're in a bartender's Main Street group chat. So now all the bartenders in Main Street are on this one chat that if somebody acts up at one bar, we put it in. We give them a description. It kind of helps out, you know what I'm saying, with policing the block,
right,
I guess.
yeah.
You know, you get one guy that's rowdy, he gets kicked out of changing times. They tell us, we know not to let him in here. So I look at this group chat, and I looked at it late, and they had like a blowout at Verde where the girl like got pulled off the chair by the other girl and like pulled to the ground. Now they're here, but now they're acting, they're fine.
Yeah.
So whatever, so I put back in the group chat, I'm like, yeah, I wish I would have seen this sooner. I already served them drinks. Like, they're doing okay now. I close out the tab. Everything is good. About 10 minutes later, somebody's motioning me to come outside on the sidewalk. And I come outside, and they like look that way. So I look that way, and the girl, the aggressor girl, is now pinging the other girl's head off of like the gateway. There's like a gate over here that separates us from like
like a little back alley gate. Yeah.
Just pinning it off of there, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yo, I gotta call the cops. Like, so I call the cops. Before the cops even come, they get up and they start making out and they get in an Uber together. It's just like, yo, it's some people, and there's multiple stories of like these type of relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard
it's
of them.
It's just like toxic, you know what I'm saying?
That's
People
crazy.
like that toxic stuff.
Yeah, they're
But
probably
that's
getting
one
off
that-
on it.
That's one that happened, like I think like September, October.
That's crazy. And so they were fighting, loving, fighting,
Yeah,
loving,
like,
fighting,
and,
loving.
Supposedly they kicked the shit out of each other next door, and I didn't know it. And like obviously, you know, when they were here, they were fine.
Yeah.
And then they got outside after they got a couple more drinks, and they just did it again. Now I know, you know, because people have encountered them before, that this is like their thing. This is their MO. They go out, they kick the shit out of each other. You know, they wait. I guess, you know, makeup sex is the best sex, they say. You know, I guess something to do with it.
Damn, and that's how they treat each other in public. Imagine at home.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
That's on the outside.
All right, so what's the worst kind of customer in your opinion?
The worst kind of customer, like nowadays, I'm sure you see it over there. If you don't have it, thank God you don't have it. The Apple Pay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Apple Pay and it being busy, you're in prime time, you know what I'm saying? It's a couple deep. They're handing you the phone. The phone's like not even on.
They didn't look at it yet.
And then they didn't look at it yet. They just hand you a blank phone like this, and you know automatically now you're pissed. You're like, yo, you gotta like, and then they don't know where their fucking wallet is to open up the card to do like the facial recognition and like. That's a process. That's like a customer that pisses me off. Also, like
when I'm busy, have your Apple Pay ready.
Yeah, have your Apple Pay ready.
If you're gonna use it, have it ready.
Or like if the customer that's flagging you down, yo, and then you walk up to them, you finally get a chance to serve them, and they turn around to their 5 other friends and go, yo, what do you guys want? Like, no, like have your money out. Know exactly what you want to drink. Know the order before you put your hand in the air to get my attention. You know what I'm saying? Like those customers, the customers that irk me, the customers that nickel and dime. You ever get the customers that it's like, can I see a
what do you have on special right now?
Yeah, or what do you have on special? Or can I see the itemized copy? When I hear that, like the itemized copy, like it just like, bro, I get so crazy. I'm just like, you know, what are you doing? Nickel and diming. And it's just like you expect to drink for free, like, or you expect to get like so much discounted. And I'm like, yo, do these people go to the grocery store and like do this to the cashier? Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or they go to like the department store and they're nickel and diming with that. Like, no, like it's a business. Like if you ordered 4 drinks, you're paying for the 4 drinks.
You know what you're going out for. Yeah, I hate the person that's saying, yo.
When I hear like yo or yo chief, yo bartender, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you like
try to make eye contact with me. Like give me like that little like
that's
once
it.
I'm ready to get to you, I'll get to you.
That's
but like
all you need. And then like
yo,
the customer that's like, and I say this all the time, bro. I went on so many different rants. Like on a Saturday night, we have 100+ credit cards behind this bar in the Rolodex. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me it's the blue Chase card is not doing anything to help me. You telling me it's Chris blue Chase card, not helping me one bit. Because there's fucking 20 Chris's, there's 100 fucking blue Chase cards. My favorite customer, though, is the customer that comes to the bar, and I do this too, like if I go to a bar that gets busy, and they have a tab already open, and they just have their ID. And they're just like, here, I have a tab.
I want to close out.
This is my name, or you know what I'm saying? Just put it on my tab. Like, those are my favorite type of customers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just
they understand.
People don't understand like certain things. And another customer too is like what I've been seeing a lot is like a lot of declines. Like on declines, like on $7 and $14 checks because you don't have enough money in your checking, so you got to transfer it for your savings to your checking. You ever see like the what is it? The Kevin Hart like special, where he's like, the way my checking and my savings is set up, like. Why are you transferring your money now? Like, or why is your card...
You knew you were going out.
Yeah, you knew you were going out. Why is your card locked right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the customers that kind of like, you know...
And you know that they've never worked in the bar industry.
Bro.
Those customers.
They never. I've talked to so many people about this, and I feel like... Yo, have you ever felt like this? That like you're just working one night, and... everybody that's at the bar, or for the majority of the people at the bar, like they've never been outside in public, like in like a restaurant setting. I always say, like in high school, they should do like some type of course where it's like a 4-semester course.
Right.
You work front of house, back of house. You work, you know, cleaning, and you do like finances for like in a restaurant, like a pretend restaurant. But it's a whole course, so you get to see what the back of the house is like. You get to see what the front of the house is like. You get to see the financial side of the house. You get to see like what the cleaning aspect is at the end of the night. That way, it puts into perspective of like what we're going through behind that bar. Because there's sometimes when I'm behind that bar, I feel like I'm at fucking war. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm in war. Like it's me versus you. And I'm always gonna win because I'm behind that bar. Behind this
choose not to serve you if I want. Yeah, especially when you're deep. You know, like you're 4 or 5 deep, and like they're just nonstop. You feel like you're at war. Yeah, that's for sure.
Like I'm sure, like you go through it, like on the holidays and stuff like that. Like it's just like keep your head in the ice. Look, I have this thing like where I keep my head down. I make my drink, boom, I give it to that person. I don't make eye contact with anybody else. The first person I make eye contact with,
that's who I'm serving.
That's who I'm serving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'll keep people in my peripheral, but It feels like you're like, you know what I'm saying? You're
If
in
you
the
make
trench.
that eye contact with someone wrong,
Oh, dude, it's the worst
they're
thing
spitting
ever.
off drinks, and you're like,
It's the
no,
worst
no,
thing
hold
ever.
up, hold
Yo,
up.
you know what? Another one, going back to this, the person that's waving their money in the fucking air, being loud, saying, well, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to take care of you, I'm going to take care of you. That person never takes care of you. Ever takes care of you.
And you know what I find now, like the past couple years, is that person is now waving a credit card.
Yeah.
I know. Like, I liked it when you were waving cash. It was a lot more like appeasing, like a credit card.
Bro, I remember working at Mary Carol's when we got the credit card machine in. And I was just like, oh, like, this is cool. Like, I guess I'll use this, like, 1 out of every 6 transactions. And now it's, like, taking over everything. It's all credit card transactions. Credit card, credit card, credit card, credit card. Like, it's insane, like, how much that's changed. Like, I just worked a completely cashless event in New Orleans 2 weeks ago where they didn't even allow cash. Everything was card or tap or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I think eventually it's going to come down to. When I first started, I would leave with my credit card tips. I don't leave with my credit card tips. I get them on my paycheck because a lot of bars don't have enough cash flow going over the bar to cover that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, change the times.
What other things have you seen change, like since you started bartending till now?
It's crazy to me how right now, for the most of bars, they close an hour or 2 even earlier. Like, we used to be open at 4 o'clock in the morning here. Now we close at 2 on the weekends, you know? Like, and I can't tell you what my body would feel like if I close at 4. Because I wake up on Sunday after doing 5 days straight, and I feel like I just got ran over by the fucking school bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that I used to do that till 4 o'clock, and it's just like, I just feel like the whole, and the entitlement thing, I feel like people are a lot more entitled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that goes back to,
Big
like,
time.
I feel like a lot of people aren't educated on how to actually act in a restaurant setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't know, they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess people are getting, like, at home. I guess they're just getting disciplined different because the way that people talk to me is like crazy now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so used to it that it like has zero effect on me. But like, people talk crazy. Like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, can I have? Give me 2 Coronas.
Yo, let me
you know what I'm
get.
saying? Yeah. Give me 2 Coronas. Like, yo, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, automatically off the bat, you're gonna give me a buyback. You're gonna hook me up. You're gonna put more alcohol on this. I haven't even served you a fucking drink yet. You haven't given me any fucking money, any fucking tip. You're already demanding this shit of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's I feel that's definitely different from like how I first started.
I agree. You ever have a reason where like you had to jump over the bar for a situation, whether it's to break up a fight or to help somebody that was in need that fell and got hurt or whatever?
When I was younger, one of the things was I would always jump over the bar to try to help and everything like that. And then like now, let's say if I'm by myself and I'm involved in this fight, something happens to me, and I actually heard this, that people would do like scams like this back in the day when it was all like cash bars, where they would go into like bars, start a fight with their friends, like go in as friends, start a fight. The bartender would run over to break it up, and then people would jump over the bar, grab the cash bucket, and run out. Like, so luckily, like nothing like that happened to me. But
Don't
like,
get no ideas.
Yeah, but these are like things that you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was young, hell yeah, I'm jumping over the bar every single time. Now, like, dude, there's enough police around. I have enough security, thank God. You know what I'm saying? That they can handle.
That's what they're there for.
That's what they're there for.
So you've worked a whole bunch of places all around the country. I'm sure in some of these places you've had some celebrities or you've served somebody cool that like you looked up to. You got any fun stories like that?
Yeah, I got a couple. So
let's hear them all.
They all happen at the one place, Lucy's Retired Surfers Bar, which is in the Central Business District of New Orleans. So if you're familiar with New Orleans, where the casino is, that block, Chapatulas. Like it's nobody knows how to pronounce that name. It was on the corner of Chapatulas and Girard. Girard, if you walked up the block, takes you right to the Superdome. So football Saint Sundays, we would get celebrities all the time. One of our regulars was Anthony Mackie, actually, who was in the Avengers, Captain America. Yeah. And not so much a nice person. Like,
really?
I mean, I guess we just got off on the wrong foot. The first time I saw him, I'm looking at him, and you ever like look at somebody and you know the person, but you don't know where you know the person from?
For sure.
So that's what I'm doing to him because I'm like, yo, this guy looks so familiar. Did I meet him when I was out drinking? Like, is he a friend of a friend?
Yeah, is he a friend from back in New
Not
York?
realizing that he's like Anthony Mackie. And he like brings me aside. Cheers, but he brings me aside and is like, yo, like, why are you grilling me, man? Like, where I'm from, like,
he like checked you.
You could get fucked up for that. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, like, and then somebody's like, yo, that's fucking Anthony Mackie. That same night, we had a bar back who obviously know who Anthony Mackie was, but this kid's like a 17, 18-year-old kid, and he's like, oh my God, Falcon, because he played Falcon.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of was an asshole to the bar back. Like, yo, my name's not fucking Falcon, it's Anthony, or fucking, like, whatever. Like, so that was like the first encounter with him. Second encounter with him was he came up, we had a little to-go window, because in New Orleans you could do to-go beers.
Okay.
So he opens up we open up the to-go window, he's there. Like, and I don't recognize him at first, because now he's got big glasses on. He's got this huge cigar, and he's blowing smoke into this bar. And we had very sensitive fire alarms that, like, even if you vaped, they would go off. So I was like, yo, sir, can you please not blow smoke into the bar? Like, just put the cigar aside.
Right.
And he takes up his glasses, and I'm like, oh, my God, like, I can't get on the right foot with this fucking guy. So, like, after that, like, we were cool, now, like, it was funny, like, we mentioned Charlie LaRock.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Shout out Charlie. Shout out Charlie LaRock, man. That's my guy. Charlie LaRock lives on Esplanade. He lives directly across the street from Anthony Mackie. So one of the times me and Charlie were hanging out in New Orleans, we're at this bar called Bayou Beer Garden. Huge beer garden. I'm sitting at this table with Charlie, and we got a bucket of Miller Lights. And he's like, yo, it's my neighbor over there. It's like to my right. So I look at him like, don't tell me it's Anthony Mackie,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, yeah. He's like, he lives directly across the street. He's like, yo, Ant, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. So then, like, we just started exchanging buckets. Like, we were buying him buckets, he was buying us buckets. I ended up hanging out and drinking with the guy, like, years later.
Cool.
Like,
yeah.
That was fire. Another time, which is like one of the best moments of my life. And I'm like, yo, this dude looks just like Victor Cruz of the New York Giants. Like, looks like just like Victor Cruz. And I'm like, it can't be Victor Cruz. Like, what, why would Victor Cruz be in New Orleans at the time? So he orders a drink, and I'm like, can I see your ID? And, he hands me ID, and I'm like kind of like shaking because like this is like one of my, he was one of my favorite Giants ever, like growing up watching like New York Giants.
It's like an idol to you.
Yeah, idol to me. So like I kind of like do a glance at the ID, and I see it says Paterson, New Jersey. I know he's from Paterson, New Jersey. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job. Like, I apologize. Like, and of course, like I had to buy him a drink, and he was with this like model. I didn't know the girl. Now I do, but the bar back at the time was like, yo, you know who you just served? And I was like, yeah, I just served Victor fucking Cruz. He goes, no, you just served Carucci. And I'm like, who the fuck
Chris
is
Brown's
Carucci?
ex.
So I'm like, who the fuck is Carucci?
Yeah.
So the bar back is like pulled up his phone, and like the background of his phone was Carucci. And I'm like, I didn't know who that was. I'm like, oh, that's fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? And then like another time, like that city was so magical, bro. Another time, like it was after a Saints game. I fucking shared shots with Alvin Kamara. I shared shots with like Adrian Peterson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, and there it's like you're just talking like how we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I was never like the Victor Cruz thing. Just I was shocked that he was there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that his girlfriend was from New Orleans. That was probably like I was like awestruck. But besides that, like
I feel like celebrities like to be treated like just a normal person.
Yeah.
They go out.
The guy from Workaholics, like the funny guy from Workaholics, I served.
They're
him
all
too.
funny.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, like the main guy, like the shorter.
All the main. Oh, Adam.
Yeah,
Adam Devine. Bro,
he was
so
like
funny.
a party animal, man. Yeah.
I would love to party with him.
Yeah. I didn't party with him. I was just serving him, but he's a good time.
You could see him being crazy. And then if you got to pick celebrity, dead or alive, that you would want to serve, who would be like your dream celebrity to serve?
Dream celebrity to serve? That's a good question. Going off of a good time, like if I was just like, if if I just want to hit somebody up, I'm like, yo, let's just go out Sunday fun day, balls to the wall. I would have to say fucking like Matthew McConaughey or something. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like,
Yeah.
I just feel like he is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
you see him in movies and you see him outside. Like he's just like a regular dude. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and I would want to do that. You know, my friends drank with Johnny Depp, and they said he's the same way. Like out in the movies as he is like in real life.
Just a regular guy.
As a regular guy.
Party.
Yeah. And that's what I would do.
Matthew McConaughey, that would be up on my list too. I would have never thought of him on my own, but now that you say that,
I'm slamming back fucking. What was he drinking?
All right,
martinis. Yeah, the martinis. Let's keep them coming. Like something like that. Like
yeah.
and I know, like in real life, at one point, he's definitely done that. You know.
for sure. What are some relationships with actual just regulars that you've had? Like, you ever build a relationship with a regular or like get to know them?
So going into this interview, I that's like a question that I thought I would be asked, and to be completely honest with you, like a lot of my friend group now, current day, is regulars. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, that you've met through the years.
That I've met through the years. Like, and I don't have any in particular, but they all bring something else. Like something, you know what I'm saying? Something positive to my life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Some
I
kind of
told you
joy.
like how I was originally hit you up and I was like, yo, I'm gonna bring the turkey because everyone knows Little Turk. Everyone knows I'm a Turk father.
Yeah.
A turkey father now. That was like from one of my regulars. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she just happened to rescue it at her job and like hit me up, was like, yo, I can't keep this. Like, could you hold on to the turkey? Like, you want a turkey? I was like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's certain things like that bring joy to my life. You know, I have a regular that comes in all the time. Super fucking cool dude, a great time. Every time he comes in, he gives me like a little rubber duck. Mm-hmm. So like it started off with like one, and now I have like 500 rubber ducks that are in my kitchen.
He's
like,
real regular, 500.
Like five, like literally. And now I have these house cleaners that come on Tuesdays, and they're like ready to fucking kill me because these rubber ducks are just taking over the fucking kitchen sink area. You know what I'm saying? Like it like. Dude, regulars are like a big part of my life. Like I always said, like they start off as regulars, some of them, and they become friends. I'm sure you've seen that too.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
without a
and
doubt.
I can't pinpoint one over the other because they've all like, you know what I'm saying? And that's like one of the reasons why we were talking about parties before.
Yep.
Like I have that one big birthday party, and I work my ass off to save up money. We talked about
Just
like, yo,
to
it's
do that,
expensive. Like. But that's my give back to everybody that comes here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To visit me. So like the party, we're celebrating my birthday and everything like that, but it's really for the people. It's really for like the people that come in and like support me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I like to give back, and you know, that's why like you come to like one of my parties and you're like, dude, this is the most eclectic fucking group of people I've ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like because like everybody like I don't want to pinpoint one being better than the other. Like they're all good. They all brought something, you know, positive in my life.
No, I think that's a dope thing too about like being a bartender is that
You have so many connections, bro.
you have so many and like people that you wouldn't normally connect with. Like in your life, if you were just going about it, you would never meet with these people. You wouldn't hang with these people. But like you said, it could be so eclectic because it could be an
Like,
old man to like a young whatever like. And like a college kid that you're just like, oh shit, like we're just the same kind of person. Let's link up, like
Dude,
whatever.
My friend group ranges from like fucking 21-year-old to like fucking 70-something-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like it is no
Same.
Yeah,
Like,
and
from the
like,
bar.
And think
From the
about
bar,
this.
yeah.
Like think about like if you ever have like car trouble. You need a mechanic. Probably one of the people that you served is a mechanic.
Yeah.
And like you need a plumber. You need an electrician. Like these are all people that like are my regulars that, you know what I'm saying? Like I see them on a regular basis and they want to help me. And you know what I'm saying? Like
you guys are friends. You make an actual friendship.
Yeah.
It's more than just the business at that point.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
No, that's
a
dope.
lot of them, and they all start off regulars and they become friends. You know what I'm saying?
You ever hook up with a regular? You don't have to say any names.
Nah, bro. Like, yo.
That's the answer.
No. Yeah, I mean, like, of course, like it comes with the territory, but I try not, like, I try not to.
Not the girl that went to the bathroom and sent you the picture.
No, not that girl, not that girl. But no, like, you try not to. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, and like that's like another thing that I always tell people is like, you're in a relationship now or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
How long you guys been in a relationship?
7 years.
7 years. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't been in a relationship in 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay, like I have not. And you know, like you're past this now with your girl because you're 7 years in, but bartenders have like a bad stigma that like we just sleep around and everything like that. Everybody that comes in, we just have sex with, like, you know, we're hoes, this and that. But like when I think about it, like no, like I'm the one helping everybody else get laid. Like people, like I get this like thing like, oh, you're a bartender. Oh, you're a bartender. Oh, you're a bartender. Like work a fucking shift with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because don't get me wrong, I do have opportunities, but by the time I get off shift, all the drinks that I've given to the person that's giving me the opportunities, she's already in the back parking lot with somebody else.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so like, yeah, like of course, like in throughout my bartending history, yes, I have hooked up with like regulars, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, I feel like I was like the person putting people on. I got more
you're the matchmaker.
I got people way more, I got more people laid than I ever got laid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I guess that's why you have a lot of regulars too. Yeah. Like, I gotta go hang out with LBJ.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you got me laid last week.
And that was like another thing too, is like I tell people, and that's like something like I never drink behind the bar. One thing I've never done, like ever, and people, I'll put my hand on a Bible.
Yep.
I've never hooked up with a coworker before. Like I just don't. I've never shit where I ate.
Yeah.
I've just, and now like I never would because I see how bad that is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
it
Like
can never
you
end
you
well.
You ever work with like people that were hooking up and then they break up and then they're on the same shift together? And now you're in the middle, and it's just fucking tension. And it's just
you
like,
can
know
feel
what I'm
it.
saying? Yeah, you can feel it. It's just like,
For sure.
this is not normal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
it never ends well
Yeah,
when
it
that
never
happens.
ends well, you know?
Any shift stand out to you as like the hardest one you've ever worked? That you like just one that pops up to your mind like shit. Like you went home, could be a holiday. It doesn't have to be about negative. Again, you know, it could just be
All right, so
the hardest shift that you could think of in the last 20 years.
I would say the busiest or like the hardest shift that I worked, a few came to mind. Like I remember when I was working at Mary Carol's and like Del Fuego opened up, and then Swell Taco opened up, and then it was like Taco Tuesday and Cinco de Mayo, and I just got fucking rammed. Like no glasses left in the fucking rack.
Yeah.
I'm literally like in the sink cleaning a glass, making a drink. Like that was like one shift. But I'd say the shift that I got the shit kicked out of me and was just like
couldn't wait to be home. Yeah.
Was the year that they called off the St. Patrick's Parade in Bayshore for COVID.
Yep.
They called it off like a week in advance, and I was on Facebook. And I was talking.
I think you're wrong. I think they called it off like a day and a half in advance.
Maybe.
Like it
they
was
called
like
it off
right
like
there.
that week. And I was on Facebook, and I was talking so much shit. That's like why I say like controversy sells. Like shock value sells. So I'm on Facebook, and I'm like, fuck News 12. They don't know what they're talking about. Fuck Newsday. Fuck Bayshore Patch. The fucking parade still rolls. The parade still rolls. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking so much shit. And they canceled the parade. Like, it was all over. And, like, I'm fighting with, like, administrators. I got kicked out of, like, the Bayshore St. Patrick's Parade Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, like, just stirring shit. Just because I'm, like, I'm stirring shit. Like, I'm a shit stirrer. And I showed up for work. And we still, like, staffed. And I remember, like, my manager at the time, he stayed home because he actually had COVID, or he was like afraid. It was like that whole like craze where people were afraid.
Yeah.
We got there at 11. Yo, I swear to God, at like 3 p.m., everybody must have just pulled up in Ubers, or it must have been like this mass tax. Like, we got fucking hit. And it was in the air. Like, people knew that like the bars and the restaurants were going to close. So like, they were just drinking like it was the end of the fucking
it was their
world.
last chance.
Like it was the end of the world. I'll never forget, there was like a girl in the middle of the bar, like in the very middle of the bar downstairs. And this little girl, and she's like stuck in between everybody. It's like fucking 7, 8 deep. You can't even fucking move. She's projectile vomiting. And she vomited on the girl that was bartending in the middle. And the girl started yelling at me, and I just throw her like a bar rag. I'm like, yo, wipe it off. Like, she's like, we're going to kick her out? Like, dude, how is the bouncer gonna even get to her right now? Like,
Just so
just
packed.
keep fucking wipe the fucking puke. Just keep the show goes on. This show goes on.
Yeah.
Another like shift like that was when I was at Mary Carroll's, and they only did it 1 year. They did like a SantaCon in Babylon, and the shit just hit the fan. It was like something like this. Whoever organized it would be arrested probably right now, because I think they had somebody who was recently just arrested for trying to organize another like big SantaCon, I think somewhere out in Patchogue or something like that. This shit was like 600 people, and like people were fucking, they just bombarded Monsoon. Then they came here. Everybody's dressed like Santa. We had walkie-talkies behind the bar, and they were like, the bartender, the bouncers are talking to each other. It was like, we're kicking somebody out, and they're like, give us a description. They're like, he's dressed like Santa Claus. And he's like, motherfucker, there's 400 people dressed like Santa Claus. What do you mean dressed like Santa Claus? Like, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then I like, you, after that shift, you're like, wow, we made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always like
thankful.
that sigh of relief, you know?
Yeah, you made some money.
Yeah.
But you couldn't wait for it to be over at the
I'll
same
tell
time.
you, that shift for the St. Patrick's Parade was probably the most money I ever made behind a bar. Like, couldn't even fit in envelopes. We had to bring it in, like, we had to bring the money home in, like, to-go boxes. Like, the brown,
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it was definitely a good
those are the
feeling.
nights that make it
Which
worth it.
It definitely lasted, because I think that was like a Saturday, and then St. Patrick's Day was when they closed, and I think St. Patrick's Day was either on the Monday or the Tuesday. So, like, they closed, like, shortly after. So that money, like, lasted me, like, before we got, like, you know, our
Back on.
Yeah, back on, like, getting the stimulus checks and shit like that.
And you have a best shift you can think of?
I'd say probably one of my favorite shifts is, like, the very last shift that I worked at Mary Carroll's before I moved to New Orleans. Like, and even, like, I did, like, a guest.
Not the one where you got robbed.
Not the one where I got robbed. That was the second to last. That was the second to last shift. That one was the most memorable shift I've ever worked.
Yeah.
But the one, like, you know, obviously people coming in, like my last shift, you know, bon voyage, see you later, like lots of emotions, people tipping well, you know. And then I was able to do a guest appearance spot for like one Tuesday, because I used to work Tuesdays there. A couple months into me living in New Orleans, I came home to visit my family, and then they let me do it. And then that was like another, like, just throwing money at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you feel the love when it's like that.
Any shift where you're just surrounded by regulars, and you know what I'm saying, people that you fuck with, and people that you know are gonna tip well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good shift.
They're there to celebrate you. Funny or weird things you have found while cleaning at the end of the night?
Dude, I mean, that ranges from like a lot of different things.
Go from
there's a significant amount of females in everywhere I've worked. In New Orleans, in Babylon, in Bayshore, that go home with no underwear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like that girl, you know this, working at a bar. The
I don't know if I've ever. Oh, the girls' bathroom is nasty.
Fucking trash. And there's always some like doo-doo underwear that's like tucked underneath the fucking toilet bowl or something like that. I mean, that's like a regular thing.
They try to flush it, and then the toilet's clogged.
We found like I remember we found like a big purple dildo one, like when I used to work at
What?
Yeah, we found like this big purple dildo. Like
somebody bought that to the bar and lost it.
No, like, but it was like, it was in the package still. So it was like like in the package, but it was like in the bathroom. It was never open. So we kept it at fucking Mary Carroll's. And Jimmy and myself, that used to work there, doesn't work there anymore, we would, if someone wanted like a special drink, we'd give them the purple drink. And we'd just like throw like blue carousel with some vodka, peach schnapps, and we'd fucking jam the fucking the dildo in the middle of the drink and just hand it to him. And like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying?
A big
like,
purple dildo. It sounds like Barney's dick.
Yo, for real.
Oh, that's funny. That's a... I found some weird shit, but a purple dildo in its packaging.
I think it came with like a bachelorette party, and they were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
ditched it somewhere. And any like bathroom disaster stories?
So, I mean, like any bar, restaurant you work at, you're gonna get like the puke.
Yeah.
You're gonna get like the shit. You know what I'm saying? You might find like a shoe or, like I said, underwear or something like that. Here, we had a situation where it was the very end of the night, and what we do is like I said, we have a lot of security staff. So we, at the end of the night, they all have to police, you know, check the back patio, check upstairs, make sure
And nobody
the
wandered
back door,
up.
yeah, and make sure no one's in these bathrooms, everything like that. Everything was kosher, supposedly. Then one of the female bartenders goes to use the restroom and realizes there is a woman that is asleep in the stall. A very heavy set woman.
Yeah.
Long story short, we had problems waking her up and everything like that, and then we had to call the fire department to like release her, like to open up the doors, like basically the jaws of life to get her out. Like she was like that significantly, like, you know.
Oh, they had to.
Like, yeah, they had to like open up like push out like the fucking like the doors to make room, like the jaws of life. She was like stuck in there. You know?
And they had to carry her out?
Yeah, had to carry her out. Yeah,
Wow.
there was no way.
That's a
yeah.
bathroom disaster I wasn't even
Yeah,
thinking
that was
of.
like, yeah, there was like, you know, like
That's
at the end of-
crazy.
and I've been there before, bro. You like that's why you check the bathrooms at the end of the night
Yeah.
because somebody's sleeping in the bathroom. You know, like but to find like that and you can't get her out. You know
Yeah,
what
to
I'm
have
saying?
the open the door wider for her.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh man, poor lady. A couple questions, quick shooters. Henny or Casamigos?
Henny all day, all day,
Same.
all day, every day. Henny.
Same. Day shift or night shift?
Yo, it was tough for me to actually make it to this interview because I'm such a night person.
Yeah.
So I'm just like a night shift, and I've done day shifts. Day shifts are all more about like conversation.
Yeah.
Like you have to
be in the mood.
You have to be a very good conversationalist to be a day shift bartender. I also did find out that the crazier people come out during the day. You meet somebody that's like fucked up and they're like go off their rocker at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, like, oh, this guy's been drinking all day.
It's happened to all
You
of us.
meet that person at like 11:30 when you just opened up, you're like, this
Oh,
guy,
shit.
yeah, we're in for fucking, we're in for fucking trouble here. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so Friday or Saturday night shift?
Dude, Saturday night's my worst shift. Saturday, it's my fucking worst shift. Only because, like, it's always like, it's my last shift of the week. I work
Yeah, you're
Tuesday,
itching to
Wednesday,
get
Thursday,
done.
Friday, Saturday. So it's like my Friday. It's like, I just have to, and I joke around, my best friend Val, who bartends here with me, I'm just like, I just have to make it to Sunday. So that's my thing when I get here on Saturday. I'm like, I just have to make it to
Yeah.
Sunday. Like,
One more day.
I just
One
have to
more
make
day.
it just a couple hours of
Yeah.
Sunday. I literally count down the hours, and I just feel like it's always on your last shift of the week before you have before you have an off day, that like your worst regulars or like your
Yeah.
worst people that you could ever imagine come in and it's
Something's
just like-
dragging it out.
Yeah, it's just like that final level in the video
Yeah.
game that you have to beat. You have to beat these like last characters.
just can't get it.
And that, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, all right, I just gotta beat these last characters and I can go home and go to sleep.
Better tipper, men or women?
Ooh. My women treat me very nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I get very good tips from the women.
Shout out to the ladies.
Yeah, shout out to the ladies. I would say, but dude, I have dudes that tip me very well too.
Yeah.
It depends. Like I said, it depends on the day. It depends on the person. You know, if like I'm calling like I never met you before and you're just a random stranger, girl, guy, I would say girls. Shout out to the girls.
Yeah.
Like, you guys treat me good. You know.
Ah, I love it.
Yeah.
LBJ, a ladies' man. What's the best tip you've ever gotten in 20 years?
Best tip I've ever gotten. I would probably say like, hey, you want like a money mark, like a money.
You don't have to give it. I mean, if you want to, sure. But like, what was the situation?
I would probably say like a probably $500. Like,
a
you know what I'm
solid
saying?
tip
Like, yeah,
right there, yeah.
$500, and it was like I said, yo, like I'm not that type of person. When I told you about like when we went over like the drink thing, like
Yeah.
what do you want to drink? I'll ask you one time, and if
Right,
you
right,
said
right.
Grey Goose and Captain Morgan's, I'm making it. Like people come in all the time. You probably get this too. Like, what's a good tip? I said $500 is a
Yeah.
good tip. Like, I'm just gonna tell you, like, that's a good tip.
For
I'm not gonna
sure.
say,
Yeah, you're asking
I'm not.
my
You're
opinion.
asking me my
Yeah.
opinion. I'm not gonna tell you $20 is a good tip. $500. And it was like in front of like a bunch of girls. You know what I'm saying? I guess he wanted to impress, and he left me a $500 tip, and I was like, all right, this, you know, like, I'm
There you go.
I'm gonna fucking take it.
And what's a bar rule that you would make a law? Like a rule that we all follow, but you say it deserves to be a law.
it should be a law where like you should just have your shit together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
be ready.
Be ready.
Yeah.
Like, if you go to the bar, when I go to the bar, but as I'm walking up to the bar, I'm looking to see what they have. I don't get to the bar, then ask, like, oh, what do you guys got? What do you have on tap? You know how many times I've been asked, what do we have on tap? I've been standing in front of the fucking taps. I don't even turn around anymore. I just go, yo, look, here, this is what we have on tap. Like, be prepared. Like, be prepared. Walk up, know what you want. If you have multiple orders, know what they want. Have your fucking money ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, have your money out ready. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to be quick. I'm trying to serve you quick. I'm trying to serve the next person quick.
That's it. Because, the person that's usually the one that's unprepared is the person that's complaining that
it's taking you too long.
Yeah, that's taking you too long.
Yeah.
But it's taking me too long because I'm dealing with multiple people like this. So I just say, like, the rule, if you're coming into a bar, just be prepared. Know what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Know the layout of the bar.
Yeah.
Know how to talk to your bartender. Don't yo them to death. Don't, yo, hey, barkeep, yo, chief. You know what I'm saying? Just know.
So it's official. That's a new law. Be ready when you come to the bar. Don't be disrespectful. Dude, thank you so much for coming on.
Nah,
You're the man,
bro.
dude. Fucking.
No, thank you, man.
This has been great. We're probably gonna have to do a part 2 with you.
Oh, definitely, man. There's tons of stories.
I know you got them all.
No, thank you so much. I was excited when you reached out. And, like, dude, I think this is such a good podcast because, like, people actually get to see, like, the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
hear those stories.
And get to see, like, what we go through. You know what I'm saying? And our actual mindset, like, while we're doing things. You know?
Yeah.
Like, people, and I'm going to leave off with this, is you're on Fire Island. It's fucking balls to the wall there all the time. You're at work. When people come into our bar, because we bartend, they're on a whole different wavelength than me. They're on party mode. They're coming there for 4th of July. They're celebrating 4th of July.
Yep.
You're like, yo, this is my hardest shift of the fucking year. I just got to get through this fucking shift. And they're going crazy. They're going like, you know what I'm saying? Like half the time I'm like, yo, if I went to this person's like 9 to 5 job and I banged on their desk for their fucking attention, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to put that in perspective. Realize that, like, we're at work.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually working. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to make your time better. So by fucking up our time, you're doing yourself a disservice because your time is going to be, you know what I'm saying, is going to be dampered.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Oh, man. My man, thank you again.
Oh, appreciate
being
you guys.
out
Thank
here.
you so much, man.
Guys, that's it for this week's episode of Bartender Bangaz. Thank you again. Big thank you to LBJ for being in the building. Next time we're going to have Lil Turk. We get to meet him.
Got to do it at 37.
We got to have Lil Turk in here. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, like, comment, subscribe, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. And stick with us next week. Make sure to keep it banging, not boring. See ya.